Okay, so this is the format of C functions in C language. So I think you can compare with these two grammar of the function. So please note that the declaration with the reserved word function must be the first one. Okay? In C language, we don't tell such kind of word here. We can start the returned value here, then function name here, and argument, and the description. So finally, maybe if it has the return value, we can write return blah blah blah, and program. Okay, so this is the grammar of the C language. Okay. So in MATLAB, we have to start with the keyword here. This is a reserved word, function. And also, it should end with n. Yeah. So this is the rule of the function. Okay, so next one shows an example. So I will type this one. Function. Okay, we will start with function, and also we will stop n. So next word here, next word here, area. So this is the return value. So in this case, area is a variable name, and also it should be used inside the function. Okay? And finally, we want to return the value of this variable. Okay? In C language, there is no description about the return value here, but we need to decide the type of the variable here. Okay? In MATLAB, no need to decide the function type, the variable type like this, but we directly describe the variable name we want to return. Fine. Okay. And equal. Okay. So this is decided. This is the rule how to write the function. Okay. Function return the variable or variable and equal space function name here. Color area. Okay. Color area. Color area. Okay. And this is the name of the argument. Okay. In this case, there is one argument here, values. And of course, this is the name of variable inside the function, so we may use the value of this variable, values. You can see here, this function calculates the area of a circle. Okay, the area of a circle. That function is now defined here. So area equal by times values up to. Okay, that's all. Okay. Okay, I finished. Function, yeah. Okay, so function is just a part of a command. It is not a program. Okay, this is not a complete program. So we have to call this function from the main body. Okay. For example, A equals 3 and B equals area A, like this. Okay. Finally is B. Yeah. Because for next day, 0, 1, 1, 10, 2, alphabet. Okay, so I can run this file. The result comes here. When this value 2 okay. So in this case pi is about 3.1. So radius is now 2. So 2 times 3 is 4. 4 times 3.1 12 point blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the result is seems correct. Okay. And like I said, the math problem is very unique. We can use vector function, okay, because we don't declare the type of the variable. Okay, I just type values. Okay. So now I call this function with integer argument. So then I want to change the vector like this. Okay. Save. Run. 6. Okay. So 2 results are calculated automatically. So I think this is matter is very complex. In C language, we need to decide or declare the variable type. Yeah. Okay. So in this case, A should be an integer. B, of course, should be integer. And also the result should be integer. But in MATLAB, we don't need to declare the type of the variable. So we can extend it like this. It's a matrix with 4 elements. Save. Yeah. Okay. So the results are automatically changed to the matrix with 4 elements. 2 times 2 and 2 by 2. Okay. Next, right? So we will consider the input and the output variables. Okay. Variables in the function are local. For example, in this function we use 2 variable names. Okay. Area and the weight. The radius is the input variable. Okay. So okay. And this one area, this is the output variable. So then we should calculate inside the area is now calculated here with this condition. Okay. Using the one values. Okay. So this period is very important. Because developer of this function may consider this argument is just the scalar, okay, scalar and the integer, but it can be called with matrix or vector. So when I create this one, the program may. But in fact, this is okay because the 2 is just a scalar value. Even if radius has some vector and the matrix, so this calculation will be done correctly. coordinate the function workspace. Okay. We don't see of the values of area and the radius because this workspace only shows the main value. Okay. So radius and area, these two variables can be used only inside the function. Only inside the function. So we cannot use this area. Because the variable area is not defined in the main body of this program. The area can be used inside the function. So of course we can type here is area. Say and run. Oh yeah, so we can obtain two times results two times. Yeah, okay. So first one comes from this line. Second result comes from one ten. This time. Yeah, so I need to change values like this. Yeah, in this case, the first we can obtain the values, values of the radius, matrix radius. Then we can obtain the result of this way. Okay, so we can control or we can manage the number of inputs, number of outputs. Okay, 0, 1, or multiple input outputs allowed. Okay, and also 0, 1, or multiple outputs are allowed. Okay. So we have some types of the function. That's why, yes. So for example, function 0, 0. So this is the first line of the function. Okay. So they are the examples how to describe the function. Okay. Function 0, 0. In this case, we have no output arguments and we have no input. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, here. Just after the function, we need to put the output variable. Yeah. But there is no output. Yeah. Func 0, 0 is the name of the function. Yeah, this area. And no other. So this the first one of this, right? This function does not have any input or any output. Second one, function 10 in 1. So when we describe, there is no output variable. Yeah. Here is the function name, and we have input argument here. Yeah. So in this case, there is one input and 0 output. Okay. When we type C language, when we describe the programming language, maybe it's like a void 1, 0, this, like this. Okay. Okay. So this is the different of this. This one, you see, there is no output, but we have some input arguments in this case, and arguments. Yeah. Next one, here you can see equal. So comparing to the first example like this, we can extend much more. No input but an output. In this case, we can use bracket. So output variable should be a vector. Okay? Vector with n element. Next one input and output. Next one, n input and the n output. Of course, we can change the numbers of the input and output. N output, but m input is opposite, okay? Yeah, it's very flexible. So then, we will consider next example. Try to write a function to calculate the area and the circumference. Circumference of a circle. In Japanese, area is the answer, and circumference is difficult to pronounce. Circumference. これcircumference 円周ね。of a circle. Okay. So try to calculate two values, area and circumference. And of course, area can be calculated with this equation, pi multiplied by values times bracket. Okay. The circumference equals 2 times pi times bracket. Okay. 2 pi r. Pi r squared. Okay. So then you can try to make a program or make a function of this slide. So I will give you 5 minutes. No need 5 minutes, maybe. But try to make this program by yourself on your laptop. Function will receive 1 argument. The variable name is up to you. Values, those are printed. R, only R is okay. The pi is defined value. Pi equals 2.14. Pi can be used in any case. we have to return two verbs, area and circle. So then we can use vector here, and the first one is area, second one is function name. I don't know what is better. This one. I have no idea what's function name, so now I'm funk. Example. Yeah, I think it's better to use another function name. That reminds us the function mechanism. Example, in this case, area and circumference like this. Area and circumference like this. I don't know what is better. A and C is okay. A and C, that of course independent. So, and the argument should be I. Of course it's okay. Values. Now I use only AR. And of course I can use A and C like this. Of course dependent. Okay, so shortly I use A, C, and R. So A can be represented by this function phi minus R squared. And C equal 2 phi R. 2 phi R. Okay, so I finish to describe the function. Okay, so now our equal, and of course another character can be used, values equal 5. Then result equal A and C values. That is values. Okay, same is the function name. Not the function name, I'm sorry, this is the script. So then CS0516. Oh, I'm sorry. I just showed the radius, no result. Again. Oh, only one result comes. Why? Okay. The output of this function has two elements. Okay. So when we write this, like this, it is supposed to affect the, but we cannot describe it like this. Okay. In this case, result is not automatically be a vector. Okay. So we have to write So in the calling side of this function, we have to describe like this because the function will return two values. So then we have to receive with two variables like this. Okay. Firstly, I described result equal A and C radius like this. And I suppose the variable result should be a vector, but we cannot use it. Okay. We cannot use it. Okay, so this is incorrect. This one is wrong. Okay, so two values correctly received. Now radius is 5. So the circumference is about 10 times of the 5. Yes. Okay. This one 5 times 5 squared, 25 times about 3, so then 75 or 78, yeah, this is correct. Okay. So now we go back to this line, and also I will show result. Okay, so first line, this first line is coming from this line. Okay, this result one. This one is the first output value from this function. It is A. So area 78. Second line comes from this line. This press 2. Press 2 is here. So second output value from this function. Second value is circumference. Okay. Next line comes from this line. This result. Okay. So it means that the variable result are the same as press 1. So result is here calculated from the function A and C values, and it has two output arguments, but result is treated as a scalar. Okay? It has only one element, one value, and this is the area of the circle. Okay? The variable A is returned to the variable result. Okay? So in this like this, if we describe one variable here, and this variable will receive from the function, but it has only one output argument. Okay. Second argument will be ignored in this line. Okay. Then we want to extend this number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. So now radius is a vector. So then what happens when we run this program? Okay. This is the result. Okay. So now we have 3 result lines. Yeah. First line, the first line comes from this line. Second line comes from this. Third line comes from this. Okay. So it means that these two lines, first and second lines, will be obtained here. Okay. A and C values. This is the function 4, and in the function area and circumference will one is now the area of the radius. Let's do the third component of the radius. Okay. And these two values are now vectors. When we type like this, result equal A and C like this. So only the first output argument will be returned to the result. And the second output argument will be ignored. So in the slide we have some types of the programs. Yes. The first one, zero input argument, zero output argument. I made like this, one input argument, two output arguments. But of course we can write with many ways. Okay. Zero input argument, zero output argument. So in this case, function area and star 0, 0. Okay. In this case, no output and no input. So we have to decide everything inside the function. Radius equal 5, area equal right, star equal right. And this function doesn't return any value. Then we have to show the result inside the function. And you can see here f print f. This is similar function to C. Okay, so we also use print f like this. Area equal percent. We have the function f. The description method is very similar, see? But in MATLAB we use single quotation, okay, not the double quotation, single quotation. And the others are the same. And we have to use f, but without 5 pointer. Okay? In C language, when we type f, when we use f with f, we have to type the 5 pointer the first argument. Next one input argument with zero output argument. So in this case, function can be described like this: no output but one input argument. Okay. So in this case, the value of radius will come from the coding side. So then we can calculate area and start components like this. But it doesn't have any output, so it cannot return value on the coding side. So the result should be shown inside the function like this. Next one, zero input argument, one output argument. So no input here, but one output. So in this case, the radius should be this. We define the inside the function. Radius equal 5, area equal blah, size equal blah. Then we can out. And also, output argument can be treated as a vector like this. Okay? Area and the star, these two elements are now making one vector. So the variable out is a vector type. Okay? It has two elements. Okay? This is possible. And of course, we can use two arguments like this. So I described here. Okay? So in this case, two output arguments are described here. Of course, this is okay. And then of course, this is okay. I will modify this program according to this description. In this case, output like this. So output equal A and C like this. Okay. So in this case, we can treat this function with only one argument, and then this argument, output argument, has a type of vector with two elements. So maybe in this case, line 30, the result can be treated as a vector with two elements. Okay, so we can try to run this program, but simply we use the scalar. Okay, there it comes. Why? Because the number of arguments of this function is only one, but in the line 15, I try to receive two values from the function. Okay, so in this case, this is wrong. Okay, this line is wrong. That's correct. So I will comment out these three lines. Okay. Okay. This one. Yeah. But writing two is not so good because area and circumference are the same. Now I change three. Okay. First one is the area. Second one is the circumference. So this function is treated one output argument. So then we cannot describe like this line tries to receive two variables from this function, but the number of arguments is only one. Okay, so this makes some error. We cannot run. Okay, so next one input, one output. See, output argument here, input argument here. And now, this is the same as my program. Okay, one input, one output. One, zero input, multiple output. Okay, so here we can use vector with two elements, area and star. There is no input. So in this case, rather should be this one. Yeah. Okay. Next one. One input, multiple output. So this is the same as previous program I made. Okay. So next we want to enter next slide. So this one shows the nested function. Nested functions are functions contained within other functions. Okay. When functions are nested, every function must have an inspection. Also, it means that sometimes we can only end. So maybe we have to find. Okay, so nested function normally calls its own function. Okay. Function will be called from the inside of the same function. Okay. Just a moment. Variable defined as the outer function to be used in an inner function. Okay, so if a variable is not used in the outer function, the variable remains local. I will try to understand with an example. Okay, so in the next example, we want to calculate such a cylinder, and the volume. In Japanese, kaiseki. Volume is kaiseki. Volume can be calculated by this equation: area times height. Area of the circle. Area of the circle multiplied with the height. And area can be calculated by pi times radius square. Pi r square. Pi r square. It's the area of the surface of the top of cylinder. Okay. And the height will be multiplied. Then we can obtain volume. So we will study from the answer of the function. Function, this is the output argument. Here is the function name. String-Boltzmann. Okay, so nested function is the function has a function. Function has a function inside. It's not a recursive. So, okay, this is the function to calculate the volume of the cylinder. But inside of this function, we have another function. Yeah. Out area equal area. So this is the output argument, and this is the function name without any input argument. Okay. Out area equal pi times radius square. Okay. So we try to calculate the area of the top of cylinder here. Okay. And decide the endpoint of the inner function. And you can see here, volume equal area times height. Yeah, it's tricky because the function starts from this point. Now, two arguments are input from outside, we call it from the coding side, and the argument, the variable name is variable names are radius and then height. There is no variable area. Yes, there is no variable area. But this line will run correctly. Okay? Volume, this is the output argument. Okay? Is now input from the right hand of this equation. Area and height. Height, of course, yeah. Height of the cylinder. And area is the name of the function here. So then, this line is calling another function. Okay? Area is now calling this function. Area. Then, inside of this function, you can see here pi times radius. Okay? But radius is not defined as the input argument of the function area. But we can use this argument because radius is, yeah, of course, yeah, you can see it comes from the outside to the function cylinder Boltzmann. And this is the inner function of the function cylinder. So this argument can be also used inside function. Yeah. No need to describe here area, place, radius, like this. No need. Yeah. So I will make this program again on the WhatsApp. I just use the single vector R and H. Volume equal area times H. Okay. Then we will define another function. Area equal area. Area equal phi times R2. I think it's better to here, but maybe no need it. Okay, so only one cylinder. Consider. So then, and and we can call this function from the outside. Now values equal 3. Then I equal 5. So 4 equal 7 for the next one. Correct? Yes. 3.5. 3 comma 5. Is 4. Okay. Save as is 116 and 6 and save. Yes, 163. Enter. Okay, so this is the result of the cylinder volume of this cylinder. Value 3 then 3 times 5 9 20 maybe about 30. Okay, about 30. The height is 5. So then volume equals 5 times 5 equals about 150. Yeah, so almost the same. Yeah, I just have yeah. Maybe this is smaller than 5. Okay, so we are going to the next slide. And of course we can use this function. We can describe this function outside of the function like this. Right. No, what's that? So, moment I close the file. Okay, when we define the area function outside, in this case, of course we have to use the argument. Okay, because current in this form, the function area is now outside of the cylindrical nest, so the argument should be taken. The input argument should be taken like this. Okay? And also in this case, area, so when we call area function, we need to put one input argument like this. Okay? So this is also correct. I will run again. Yes. Okay? In this example, I define two independent functions. So when we calculate mathematical things like this, area can be, let's say, used function can be used from other side, other area. It's better to define independently. But if this function only used inside this function, it's okay to define inside. Yeah, it depends on the program. Depends on the program. So then we are going to the next slide. So we can extend the number of arguments. Okay, so this is very unique. In C language, we cannot extend it like this, but not rather can extend the variable number of arguments, variable number of arguments. We can use var arg in and the var arg out. Okay, so when we use these two built-in array, we can extend the number of arguments to be variable. Okay. I think it's better to, although there is no example. So, okay, so try to look for the information about var arg in, var arg out by yourself in this class. Okay. So var arg in can store the variable number of type. Yeah. And the var arg out can store the variable number of arguments. So this next slide shows an example. Okay, so write a script to calculate the area and the circumference of the circle when the radius is entered by okay. The point is write a script. Write a script. One script. Only one script. Calculate the area and the circumference. Okay. This script can calculate two values. Okay. It's the same as the second script. Okay. But this function has another mechanism. Okay. When the radius is entered, if a user enters two input arguments, second argument will be treated as a height of the equivalent set. Okay, so this is similar to the third program. Okay. I'd like to repeat my explanation. Okay. So when we call the function with two arguments, this function is running as a setting argument. But if the function is called with one argument, function will be treated as this function. Okay. Now I made two functions, A and C, and setting argument. But try to make only one script, but it can be, it can be changeable. If the number of arguments is 1, it can run as A and C. But if the number of arguments is 2, it can run like Zimborne. Okay? So in this case, the number of input arguments should be counted inside the function. this is the point of this, the last part of this slide. Okay? We can control the number of arguments. The number of arguments. Try to find the information how to use bar argument, bar argument. Okay. And then finally, I try to explain how to save the file. Okay. Now I made everything inside one script. I defined the functions here, and I call functions outside. Okay. So here is the main body of the program. Okay. And these are the description part of the function. So in that case, we can call the function from here. Okay. I'm calling the function here. So this function will be used. Yeah. But in the MATLAB, we can save only the function as a function file. Yeah. So in this case, we can okay. So new file. I will modify here. Okay. So I can copy this function part into a new file like this. Yeah. And save it. Okay. It's not a complete script. It just includes one function. In this case, file name should be the same as the function name, A and C. A and C, yeah? Save now. Here, this is the new file, A and C. Okay. Okay, going back to this slide, this file, and I will delete the function part. Save here. Okay, so I will run this case. Okay, it works well. Okay, so this is let's say the saving mechanism of the MATLAB. Okay, in this program file, in this script file, I'm calling the function A and C, but function part, there is no function part inside this script. So in this case, MATLAB will try to find the function outside. Okay. So the name of the file should be the same as the function name. So here I'm calling A and C function. So the MATLAB system will find the file name A and C.m. This one. So this file is calling the function A and C from A and C.m. Okay. So if you want to save to some multiple files, you can try to put the functions into each function to each file. Okay. Okay. So today's practice is here, and then you have 20 minutes remaining. Try to finish today's practice. Write a function that will ask the user for a negative number. Look for error check to make sure that the number is negative, and return the negative number. So this is the first practice. I think it's easy. Second one, write a function to convert temperature degree Celsius to the Fahrenheit. And then if there are two outputs are expected, convert to both degree Fahrenheit and Kelvin. So the Kelvin degree is very simple. It's just 33.15 plus Celsius. Yeah, so last week you have already made the program with Fahrenheit calculation from the Celsius. And so today you can extend the previous assignment to use the function. And also in this program, it's flexible function according to the number of outputs. Okay? If there are two outputs are expected, it means that calling side is expecting two outputs. Remember, for example here, okay? This means that this is the calling side, right? Calling side is expecting two values as a return value from this function, okay? So, function in the function side, it can sense how many results are expected from the calling side, okay? Try to find the information I have already like this, okay? Maybe this slide also helps you to calculate. No, I'm sorry, this is a function. How to describe it? Okay, so it's a method. This one shows how to make a function. This one, bar argument or bar argument. Okay, and argument and argument. So try to find the information of these functions. Okay. So in the function side, it can sense how many output arguments are expected from the calling side, and the program will, function will change according to the expectation. Okay. So this is the second. The first one, maybe it's easy. This is simply described. Okay. User should type the negative number, but if it's not negative, maybe the function will ask again. Okay, so 15 minutes, you can try to make the classes, and you will make a report again. Okay, so the due date of this assignment it will be next Thursday, not the Wednesday. Next Thursday, 1 week later at by 9 a.m. Just before this class, just before the next class. Yeah. So I'm sorry, it's a little bit confusing. Some students couldn't submit yesterday. And also I will receive, I have one email from you. I will, it's okay, I will answer it. Okay, so now I will close today's meeting. And of course, I will be here until 10. Okay, so thank you very much. I will stop the recording. ファイルが投稿されてるんだけど、デフファイル送られても困るんですけど。
はい。ちょっと確認。
って昨日締め切りのレポートのところさっきちらっと見たらドットテフが来てるんですけど、テフのソースは再生しないみたいな。書いてんのそもそもこれ。
はい、テフで書いてます。
スクショでいいのに、スクショはスクショで載せてるんですか？
スクショはスクショでテフで。
でもドットテフじゃスクショは来ない。
そうです。これ。はい、すみません。
ドットテフだよね。
はい。すみません。
前のはちゃんと PDF でした。
にして。
前回はでもメールで受け取ってんだよな。
それも PDF で送って。すみません。はい。
西のプログラム送ってくださいって言って、コンパイリングでやるので、自分でファイルで、あれも私はない。こうやって実行できないしね。なんで、いや、それで、Okay, so time has come and I'm going to close today's session. Thank you very much for joining us. And next week we will study the fifth lesson, and I'd like to upload PDF file in advance. Try to study by yourself. Thank you very much.
やるからね。